Kella.
All right, 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's baseball time. You know, one of the biggest selling, three of the biggest selling costumes for Halloween are baseball related.
Oh, my.
You know that there's two of them are from A League of Their Own, so they're girls, like skirt looking things. They're cute, though.
Yeah, they're really
And then
cute.
there's one called Captain Jimmy or something like that. It's a baseball uniform.
Oh, is he the coach from A League of Their Own?
Coach Jimmy.
Yeah, I bet that was Tom Hanks' character.
Oh, is that where that's from?
I betcha.
Okay, see,
I'm just betting.
I don't know. Maybe Kevin Cook doesn't know either. I don't know. He knows baseball. I don't know if he knows baseball movies. Kevin is a former senior editor at Sports Illustrated, contributed to the New York Times, GQ, Playboy, which he only read the articles for.
Exactly.
Smithsonian, Men's Journal, an award-winning author whose book Tommy's Honor is now a feature film. And he's got a new book. It's called Electric October, 7 World Series Games, 6 Lives, 5 Minutes of Fame That Lasted Forever. Kevin, what an honor to have you on our show. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm wearing one of those League of Their Own skirts right now.
Nice. I bet you've got great legs.
It's baseball. It's baseball time.
Yeah, they are cute, actually. I don't know that it looks cute on you, though.
It is a little drafty.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Massachusetts. I'm a longtime New Yorker who recently relocated to Massachusetts, where I'm surrounded by Red Sox fans.
And did you change your allegiance or no?
I'm only looking for a good ball game, and that's one of the nice things about the postseason. Had a fascinating couple of games yesterday, and there's another one coming up today. It's I think every October is pretty electric. It's a good time.
So tell me about the history of the book. Who's featured in the book?
Well, I was fascinated by the 1947 World Series. Joe DiMaggio called it the most exciting series ever. DiMaggio, of course, was leading the juggernaut New York Yankees against the underdog Brooklyn Dodgers. And it was the first year, the rookie year for Jackie Robinson. This is the year that he broke the notorious color line in baseball. His team is going up trying to win its first World Series title, going up against the great Yankees. It's the first televised World Series, which was fascinating because there was a stationary camera. Much of the action consisted of players running right off the screen, so you had to keep a close eye to tell what was going on. It was a telecast that was sponsored by Gillette and Ford, even though they were outbid by a brewery, and that's because baseball ruled that it just wouldn't be suitable to have a beer company sponsor.
Oh, wow, really?
Baseball.
Oh, my gosh.
So many things were different, but as happens in every playoff season, a lot of unexpected heroes came out of the woodwork, off the bench, and that's really what Electric October is about. The men who had their moment in the sun in that particular October of 1947.
What is it about those days with baseball that attracts us? Is it the innocence of it all? Has it become too commercial and it wasn't back then? Why do we look back and say, I wish it was still like that?
I think it was simpler. I think our attention was less splintered. This is a time when the World Series is the entire postseason. You can really focus on 4 to 7 games. It's not like there are all the various tiers of playoffs that we have today. I think it's also a time when the fans really look to the game for almost all the entertainment you're going to get. Of course, you're going to go to the movies, but there's nothing like a ball game in the fall. And I think when we look back on Brooklyn and New York, that was one of the great rivalries the game has ever seen as well.
Which had a bigger stronghold on the players, the fans or the money? Nowadays, it seems like loyalty is to money, not to the team.
I'm sure there was both. I think there's some of both today. Jerry Seinfeld, of course, famously talks about how we root for laundry. The players are really just looking for the best deals for themselves, and we get angry with them for changing shirts and playing for a different team. I'm always fascinated by the many contingencies that every game brings. There's 1,000 things could happen that are going to influence the outcome and everybody's lives for the rest of as long as they're going to be around. A lot of these players knew at the time that when their obituaries were written, they would say something like, "Got key hit in 1947." That's really what the book's about as much as anything, kind of examining all of that.
And you also have the story not just about the players, but about the managers as well, and how they all interacted with each other.
That's right. One of them, Bert Schotten, who managed the Dodgers, was the last manager to wear a suit and tie in the dugout. He didn't put a uniform on because he'd sworn to his wife that he was done wearing a baseball uniform after he retired as a player. And I think that's a pretty good idea. It seems to me kind of silly that we look at the graying, portly 60-year-old managers in baseball dugouts who are dressed like they're going to go in and play third base, which is not going to happen. They're not going to go play. They're not going to play in today's game any more than an NBA coach is going to go in. So NBA coaches have a nice suit and tie. I think they would look fairly silly dressed as basketball players. So I think Bert Schotten, who was a good manager, a hunch player, as opposed to the more strategic manager Bucky Harris for the Yankees of those days, I think Bert Schotten looked pretty good in that suit and tie.
Were they both players, both of the managers before, or do baseball players make
they were
good
both,
managers?
They were. Well, some do and some don't. I think if you talk to catchers will always tell you that they make the best managers because they're the smartest.
Oh.
And there's something to be said for that. But I think star players tend not to make such good managers because the game was easy for them, and it's the fellows like Bucky Harris and Bert Schotten who were more marginal players. They both had excellent years, but they were never big stars. Those are the fellows who have to really pay attention to the intricacies of the game and know the other players and get along with them better. So I think it was a fine matchup, 1947, between Bucky Harris and the mighty Yankees and Bert Schotten and the underdog Brooklyn Dodgers.
I found the book on Amazon. It's called Electric October. Kevin Cook is the author. It looks like you're getting really great reviews. Right now, you're number 4 in the baseball category, so congratulations on that. And when did the book come out? Just came out, right? Back in August?
The book's been out for a couple of weeks, and I hope to keep people looking out for it during this year's October, this Electric October, and the rest of the season. I think my goal is to remind people of a remarkable series that was 70 years ago, and some of the really endearing stories behind that series.
Nice. Can you do you have a website or a Facebook page you want to direct us to?
You can find me on Facebook at authorkevincook.com. That's because there's so many Kevin Cooks in the world. But authorkevincook.com will turn up my face, which is, as they say, good for radio.
And it seems, too, that the players back then were more accessible to the fans. Especially
they definitely
children.
were. They rode public transportation. Yes, I mean you would find the ball players on the subway with you on the way to the ballpark.
You know,
some of them took cab.
Speaking of radio, I remember as a kid, I grew up on Long Island, and I remember everybody having those transistor radios, listening to baseball games back in those days.
With the earpiece.
You don't hear
right.
You don't hear baseball on radio too much anymore. At least not here. Maybe in Florida we're different.
I've still got a transistor radio that I have to put under my pillow at night if there's a late game.
Oh, do you really?
So there's there's still one little handheld transistor radio being used for that. It was truly the golden age of radio, and TV was just beginning to cover the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun conversation, Kevin. Thank you for being on the air with us today. Again, it's been an honor, and for everybody else, I found the book on Amazon, and I'm sure you can get it anywhere books are sold. Kevin Cook, the book again, Electric October. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks. I hope we'll talk again.
All right, we'll be right back.
Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. It's time to get that new look started. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon, 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. And whether you're going on a job interview or out on a date, your hands do a lot of talking. Manicures are a must. Hello Gorgeous is a full-service salon, so let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too.
Hello, gorgeous.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision